Good afternoon, I'm Jodie Gill and this is your afternoon news fix for Friday the 12th of July. A warning that time is running out for tax evaders as Inland Revenue cracks down on tax debt. It'll spend $29 million allocated in the last budget to chase those deliberately avoiding their tax obligations. IR has increased its enforcement in the construction sector and started unannounced visits to construction sites. Student loan overdue debt is a key area of focus. With most customers in this category living overseas, IR will increase compliance in this area and start contacting those who own investment property in New Zealand. It'll also target multinationals and crypto traders. Joe Biden says he's remaining in the US presidential race to finish the job he started. The current president's held a press conference fielding questions about his decision to remain a candidate for the November election. It comes as a growing number of Democrats and George Clooney are calling for him to step down. Biden was asked why he abandoned his 2020 promise to be a bridge candidate that would pass on the baton to a new generation.
What changed was the gravity of the situation I inherited in terms of the economy, our foreign policy, and domestic division.
The Prime Minister says Ukraine winning the war against Russia is important to New Zealand. Ukraine has been top of mind at the NATO summit in Washington, D.C., with the alliance announcing billions in support for the country. New Zealand's also giving Ukraine more money and has introduced more sanctions on Russia and its supporters. Luxon says Ukraine must win the war.
Yes, they're fighting a battle in Ukraine for their own country, but they're actually fighting for democracy, and that's something we believe in, and we've talked about that in New Zealand. It's in our DNA.
A rapid review into the Wairoa flood response, Ethan Manera reports.
The government's announced an urgent look into the emergency response of last month's flood. Environment Minister Penny Simmons says it will take 4 weeks and look into concerns surrounding the monitoring of the Wairoa River bar, whether action was taken quick enough and if other things could have been done.
Auckland dining institution SPQR has shut its doors. Liquidators were appointed to the Ponsonby Road business yesterday and have confirmed to our newsroom it's no longer trading. Co-liquidator Stephen Lawrence says the industry as a whole is going through a tough time. In sport, All Blacks captain Scott Barrett is hopeful his side will put in a performance they're proud of against England at Eden Park in the second and final test, saying he's sure they'll improve, but they'll have to. Former Silver Ferns defender Sulu Fitzpatrick is in favour of the 2-point shot that's being trialled in the men's game, and she hopes the innovation will be introduced in the ANZ Netball Premiership. Kiwi golfer Lydia Ko is in contention at golf's Avion Championship, the scene of her first major win in 2015. I'm Jodie Gill, that's your latest news fix. We'll be back with the next update tomorrow morning from the Newstalk ZB newsroom.